Hi everyone. Well, look how much it's changed now. I'm really excited to show you this, and I'm going to do it in two parts. I've had to bring it downstairs into the sitting room because my studio is a complete dive, with everything just sort of lying about. There we go. Right, so the last time the video was me painting, or I had just finished painting and sealing the actual tree. So since then, I've done quite a lot to it. I've actually been working on this a good week and a half for all the decor. So I've made the door from polymer clay, and I got the hinges from Hobbycraft. The door does open as much as I need it to. The only thing with it is, I think I had a lot of trouble with it because I think of the shape of the door frame. So the door opens at a slight angle when it opens up, but it's the best I could get it, and it was ripping up my door frame and everything, so I had to fix all of that and redo it, and it was about 3 times. So I've got it to a point now that I'm happy with it, and I'll just stick with that. I stoned the steps, and I'm really pleased with them actually. I like the effect. And you'll see with the chimney, I had it originally in this kind of stone effect, this colour. So I've painted it because I want it more of a granite look. I changed the colour of it just with paints. There we go. Now everything that I've added here is things that I've had around or I've made. I realise that it's probably not how you would see it in real life, in a real forest and things, but this is a fairy house. So, and I just wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it, make it look a bit more enchanted and whatnot. I made a little post box, mailbox, which I'll get a bit of thread and a bead maybe, because you can open and close it, and I'm going to put little letters in it. I had bought moss, so you'll see that there's moss all over the place, and this is kind of like a grass blend that I had bought as well to put down in sort of patches around the ground. So there's a whole load of acorns and various flowers. These toadstools I've made from polymer clay and paint, and these ones I made from the tin foil and the paper mache, and I think they blend in quite well. Of course that's the little polymer clay one. So the bigger ones I did with paper mache, just made them from tin foil. I did a little, made it into like a little vase on the windowsill. I'll do this in 2 parts, like I said, so I'll leave the inside for now. And this is all just from like plastic plants that like my mum had as well, so I had kind of broke them up and split up all the potted thing to get the little bits and pieces that I want. Okay, I'm really pleased with it. I'm uber excited. I'm going to stand up. It's quite big, as you can imagine, and show you the roof. So I put a bit of toadstools on there as well. My little robin. He normally comes out at Christmas time on my Christmas sort of decorations. So I've just put kind of like ivy and little ladybugs and some flowers and moss on these. Hi again. Okay, so this is part 2, and I'm just going to tell you about the inside. I've not done a lot because most of the works went on the outside of the house. So here's the loft, and I had one of those, you know, those little stand things. It was like a chalkboard stand. So I kind of painted it brown, and the chalkboard I've just covered with a white piece of poster board. And I'm going to actually put paint and stuff on it as if Faerie's been painting. So up here I've not done much at all. I've just put some moss and a little toadstool, and I'm going to be putting quite a few things in. I've got loads of ideas. I'm wanting to make my own little paint brushes and my own little paint palettes and things like that. So, and table and whatnot. So I'm going to make all of that. Right, let me sit down. On the inside, I've done the stairs, you know, like a branch that they can sort of just step on coming up. I'll turn it round so maybe you can see it better. And the same in there. And I'm planning on making little curtains, and obviously the furniture. I've got to make a bed and all of this kind of thing. Stone floors are fine. I'm thinking of doing them like patches of colour, like down here. I've done sort of bits in colour, and it will depend. And there's my fireplace. And I'm so pleased with it. So happy with it. So I did like a little shelf. Now I did all of this out of tin foil and paper mache, you know, like the glue and newspaper. That's the inside of the door. So when I did the polymer clay door, on the other side of it, I covered it with lollipop sticks and across, and glued them on, and then painted it, and then I scuffed it before I glazed it to give it a sort of worn look, a little bit of moss. And there's the stair there. Another little acorn, or is it an acorn? And I've just popped some lily flowers in it. Now, I'm not sure about keeping that in there. I just made something to have in there because I want it to light up, but it's rather large, and so I'm going to have to try and think of another way of doing it. You see. But I'm really chuffed with the fireplace. It came out way better than what I thought. And again, I wanted it that kind of granite stone look, so I've painted it and scuffed it and whatnot to give it the look I want. So there we go. And this is the other side. I've got lots of ideas for furniture and things getting put up on the wall, and little curtains, and I really quite fancy making like a sort of bookcase as well, coming out and making little books maybe from polymer clay to put on the bookcase. But I mean, all of that's going to take a lot of time. But basically I've got the house now to a point where I was happy showing you, and you get the gist of how I wanted it to be, because it's really, I'm really happy with it. I will always be tweaking it. I'll always be adding. I was even thinking of doing a big extension coming round here, which would mean I would have to take away all of this part and build out from it. But I won't be doing that just now. My holiday is nearly over and I don't have the time. I have to get back to work. But I just love it. I just love it. Oh, that's another thing as well. I have still to make a swing. I want to make a swing hanging from here. So, just thought I'd add that in. Right, well, thank you for watching, and thanks for joining me along the way. Bye. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this little journey of personal project, and if you'd like some future updates, then just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.